That's why you use new PVC. Let me show you the gift that keeps on giving. This is a little storage room where we route our water through at the farm, and it's a mess. We got here today and found out that water's been running for quite a while. I don't know how long. There was about 3 inches of water in the floor here. This PVC pipe mess busted open. Here's why you always double check your contractors. The last time this was worked on was about a year ago, and I paid a guy to come and fix it, and I don't know why he did all this. This doesn't even make sense. And the water line should connect into that. I'm not sure what he was doing. Anyhow, this couple right here busted, and now we're having to fix it. What I found out is that in the recent freeze we had, not only did it bust here, it busted outside in the ground. So I've been digging the ground up. So I'm going to tear all this out and replace it. But if I had been here, I would have told the contractor, don't do all this mess. Just run a straight line from the incoming water to the house. But anyhow, that's what you get with contractors. Okay, here's the situation outside. These two lines right here go into the building. One goes in, it goes through all that stuff inside and comes back out. So we're going to dig this ground back here about another 6 to 8 inches and just put a U on those. We're going to couple those two lines together. Hopefully that'll fix the problem. Usually when you do this sort of job, all you have to do is cut it, clean it, glue it, put it back together. But because of where this is at, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. But we're going to knock it out. This is why plumbers charge so much. This is what my life's come to. Digging mud by hand, fix water lines.
Hey, you can make a bunch of money by being a plumber.
No thank you.
Well, you already do the work like every time you come down here.
So you got to use a tool like this to cut the PVC line, only this tool's worn out. PVC, when you put it together, you have to prime it and glue it with PVC cement. So this purple stuff is primer. You put this on the PVC piece down there and on the piece that you're going to put on to cap it off. And then you have to put glue on both pieces too. So primer and glue. It's more than glue, it does a chemical weld of those two pieces of PVC together. You're supposed to let that primer dry completely, which it's not. We're gonna call it good enough.
Okay. I like that.
So we're gonna put the glue in here, just like that. We're gonna put this on. This. Well, which is not going on far enough. I'm gonna have to dig it out farther. It's not working. I need something to beat it with.
You better pull it off before the glue sets.
It's too late.
There you go. I was about to suggest a hammer.
That's my favorite tool is a hammer.
Is it?
I call it an attitude adjustment tool.
That's right.
That's right. Everything is a nail when all you got is a hammer.
Yeah.
I think you may be good, Mike. We'll see. If it holds the pressure.
This one's not too good.
Yeah, but I mean, it may hold the pressure because that's the chemical. Well, it's going to, when it's done at PVC, they're going to melt into each other.
I hope.
I'm telling you, I've seen it.
See, this one went in most of the way.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one that didn't.
I bet you're good.
I need to dig out some more and release some of the pressure on this bend here.
How long does it take for it's supposed to be good for?
5 minutes.
Well, hold on a minute.
Or less. All right, this is the moment of truth. We're gonna turn it on. Here, let me see the camera now. I think my hands are dry enough to hold the camera. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, turn it on. All right, see that thumbs up? That's a thumbs up because the weld is holding. No problem. Oh, we got water coming out. Hang on. Do we? Let me put my dry, dirty hand down there. See.
Turning at 90 degrees does it. It's on.
Yeah, I think we have a leak. Okay, it's the next morning. This is early Sunday morning. The water patch lasted through the night, but still got to cut it off and fix it. That's what it looks like. We're actually going to have to reroute this water line. The water line comes in from the water meter way over there, over here to this little storage house. And then it goes way over there to the mobile home where we stay when we're at the farm. And we're gonna have to route it straight from the meter to the mobile home. But for now, I gotta fix this. So what I've gotta do, what we figured out last night is that those two pipes, they're not exactly parallel. They actually originally sort of came to a point right there before they go into this little storage house. So we're gonna have to dig probably another 6 feet of dirt back out away so that we can spread the pipes out so they'll go more parallel into that horseshoe section we made. So we're gonna have to make a new horseshoe section because you can't unglue PVC when you glue it in. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Start digging. I'm gonna turn the water off. I'm gonna start digging and then cut off the PVC right there before the horseshoe coupling and do it all over again. So let's get started. Of course my shovel disappeared, so I'm using this is called a post hole digger. I'm using this to dig with, which is not the best way to do it, but it's all I've got right now. And this is all gravel I'm digging through, which makes it a whole lot more pleasant. Let me show you something. You see this right here? This is string. It's actually nylon string. That's where, for decades, people have been using nylon string to bale hay bales. And this stuff will not biodegrade. So, 1,000 years from now, this is still going to be in the ground all over the world. We got to quit using nylon string to bale hay bales. It's terrible. We need to use something that biodegrades within 10 years at least. So, no more nylon string. Ah, there's a root in the way. That makes the job a lot more pleasant. That's a big root too. The root comes out from underneath the building and goes that way and that way. So both sides of where I need to dig out have a root in the way that's probably 2 inches wide. So that really helps. I'll never again complain about having to hire a plumber. Okay, I think that's deep enough. So now I'm going to cut the pipe right here, clean it off, and get ready to put the new piece on. Okay, let's try this again. Last night we glued it on. This side didn't, the pipe didn't go up in the elbow very well, not as far as I needed to. So we have a leak here, so we're going to cut it off right here, straighten the pipes out where they're pretty much parallel, and re-glue it. if I can make this whole pair of cutters, or this whole cutter, cut through the pipe. Okay, now we're gonna clean this, put another pipe on. Okay, so we've got our glue on the PVC. Now you have to put the joint on the pipe, and this is the part that's got to be done really quickly. Oh, popped off. It's not going on. It's not going on the glue set too quick, I think. There we go. I think I messed it up. I think the glue set too quick. That's why you use new PVC. Okay. So our hole filled up with water. By the time we got the water turned off, so now I've got to pump it out. So this is a pump you can buy at most hardware stores. It's a manual pump. You work it just like this. Okay, let's cut this off again. Maybe the third time will be our charm. Let's prime this pipe again. I think the problem last time was that I had put too much glue on this pipe. So we're not going to put as much glue on this time. And also I think I waited too long after I put the glue and primer on to put the fitting on the pipe. So you're supposed to put the primer on and let it dry for a few seconds. And don't breathe in this primer, by the way. All right, that's good. So let's put our glue on. And this has to be done very quickly, like within seconds. It has to be on and finished. All right. All right, tap it. Tap harder on the bottom one. Turn on the side. All right. The bottom one didn't go on far enough, I can tell you now. Okay, turn it on. Okay, the water's on, and it's not spewing out anywhere. I was afraid the couple didn't go far enough on this bottom pipe, but I don't feel any leaks. And we tapped it with a hammer to try and get the couple onto the pipe as far as possible. But I don't think the couple's on more than about probably a 1/4 inch. It needs to be on at least 1/2 inch. So hopefully it won't pop off this time, but I'm gonna have to come back and recouple it again later, I know. Okay, it doesn't appear to be leaking. I don't feel any water coming out. There's no moisture on it.
We let it cure a little longer this time. You want me to go in the house and
Just hit the garden hose. Just,
okay.
yeah, push the thing on the hose. Because you're supposed to hammer it. That's what they call it, when you remove and put pressure back on it.
Ready?
Yeah. Let it run for like a second. Yeah, and then cut it off. Okay, I guess let's clean up.